Hi everybody, I hope you don't mind me showing a little extra bit of the room. It kind of opens it up a little bit for you so you can see textures and colors when I swatch everything. I'm reviewing the brand new limited edition Wet n Wild palettes. There are 6 of these and you can find them in the end caps at Walgreens. I wish these palettes were permanent on another note because I feel that these are very traditional to their, when they had the 6 pans, remember those amazing goodies that they discontinued? I think it was Lust, Vanity, Pride, and Greed. Those were great. And the original Trios, those were great too. I didn't like the brighter installment of Trios as well because I found them flaky and fragile, such as Spoiled Brat, I Dream of Greenie, and the lovely crumbly I'm Getting Sunburned. These are so much more solid and travel a little bit easier when you're going from the store back to your house. The first palette I'm going to review for you guys today is Zero Dark and Flirty. Gorgeous palette is the purples. This is one of my favorites. This is actually so soft and pale, you can use it as a brow bone color. It's not much of an eyelid shade, it's really a very nice irisy transition shade. And then we have a very pigmented dark eggplant color and a very vivid matte purple. So here's that color. It's so gorgeous. Maybe this color is something we would see in the Vanity palette. I do like these palettes better than the 8-pan palettes, although the 8-pan palettes aren't bad. If you're looking to get something Wet n Wild's done recently, the next palette, actually I almost did not buy this palette because I thought it would be like Don't Steal My Thunder. It looks just like it, to be honest, and I don't care for Don't Steal My Thunder. This is called Support Our Troops, and it is gray, black, and white. I have the white color on my brow bone and inner tear duct. Just as a heads up, this is over a pencil, so the white is not super vivid, but that black is a really gorgeous drugstore black. I will swatch. It's kind of hard to swatch black eyeshadows, but that is the crease color. The white in here though is it's a satin finish, so it's not overly frosty. Very it's nice. I like it. It's not bad, but it's not superb either. If you're gonna get that palette, get it for a soft white and a very good solid drugstore carbon black. The next palette in this series is I Don't Do Camouflauge, and if you are a girl who loves her blues, I recommend this. It's kind of hard to find cornflower blues at the drugstore. And then there's the navy without any primer or anything. So that navy actually is quite a terrible color. If you're getting this palette for the navy, go ahead and skip it and just go for the blue, the dark blue Wet n Wild single, or any other navy. The navy in Blue Had Me at Hello is actually pretty decent. This is a terrible navy. I'm reviewing is Spoiled Army Brat, and this is sort of a play on the original pink palette they came out with called Spoiled Brat. I like Spoiled Brat a lot. It's a very hot pink palette. The hot pink is gorgeous, and we hadn't seen a hot pink from Wet n Wild at that time that Spoiled Brat came out. So if you're looking for something bright, go with that one. However, if you want more like girly pinks, go with this. This actually is super beautiful on the eyelids if you like pink eyeshadow. And then of course you have a very gorgeous pale pink eyeshadow that actually looks very beautiful on the brow bone, because it's kind of like a tan nudie pink. And then, oh, this mauve delight up here. I don't care for this one, and it's certainly not a brow bone shade. I never listen to Wet n Wild's labeling brow bone crease eyelid. I usually find that the color down here is best suited for the color placed up here, and you know, vice versa. But to each his own. That's how it looks. The mauve doesn't really lay on top of this hot pink very well. You won't see this over this, but it's not bad. This palette is called Soldiers and Charms, and it is the gorgeous green palette. I do recommend this palette if you're somebody who loves greens or camouflage greens. a nice lime green, a shimmery, gorgeous deep green, and a nice kind of camouflage green. I recommend Soldiers and Charms very much. It blends beautifully and creates a fabulous look. I love this. The next palette is Enlisting For Beauty, and this is also another one of my favorite palettes. I'm wearing Soldiers and Charms on the lower lash line, but I'm wearing Enlisting For Beauty all through the crease, and even the lightest shade is blended up here. So I'm using Enlisting For Beauty for all the contouring of the eye. I'm using pretty much all the shades in here to transition and blend out the look and create some depth. This goes on a bit lighter, so it's a nice sort of nudie tan brow bone color. And then of course the darker transition colors, and this is a beautiful kind of soft matte taupe. Not to be confused with satin taupe from MAC whatsoever. Maybe in my review I seemed a little bit harsh on these palettes. All the shadows that are in these cases, they're not made alike at all. There are some great shadows in these palettes, and then there could be a couple palettes that don't have a great one. This white is not super pigmented. I love Enlisting For Beauty and Soldiers and Charms. I love Zero Dark Flirty. I love this, but the mauve I could live without. I wish there was something else in here. I'm not sure what I want it to be. I know if we put a cranberry in here, it would be a bit repetitive to one of their permanent palettes. I just would have liked to have seen something besides this mauve, but I'm not sure what I would have preferred. This navy is a bummer. It does not really work, and it doesn't show up in a look. I used it in my blue look, and you didn't really see it in the look at all, and it was definitely used. But what I will say for this white in here is it's not frosty. Thank you. And it does look nice over a pencil. So sometimes that happens with drugstore palettes. You do have to work with them a little bit more than you would with some higher end colors, but then again, there's also some high end products that just aren't good. So I do recommend these palettes. Get them while they're hot. They're kind of some of the best ones I've seen in a while. Thank you, Wet n Wild, for kind of fixing the problem we've had with the limited edition palettes, and please make something really amazing permanent soon. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, and on my lips is Bare It All, in case you were wondering. And I'll see you guys later, and thanks for watching.